Weekly Outdoor Plus is a new and exciting outdoor show right here on Fox 55 WFXS. Presented by Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point. Starring new owner Gary Hintz. His youngest son, the show pro, Jase Hintz. And the show producer, creator, and host, his oldest son, Seth Hintz. So now sit back and relax and get ready to learn about archery and the world of the outdoors. Today on Weekly Outdoor Plus, we are starting out with our first drawing for one of the brand new bikes available for kids to win by shooting at Bucks and Bulls Archery. Good luck to everybody who's still shooting, because after today, remember there are still 3 more bikes we will be giving away this summer.
What we're going to do first, we're going to have the first name drawn is going to get a pick between the 4 bikes. And then we got a couple other prizes. We have a HHA sight from HHA Sports. And we got some Bucks and Bulls t-shirts and all kinds of outdoor type hats, hunting hats, and we're going to give them all away tonight. So first name picked is going to be a bike of his choice or her choice. You ready?
Mom wants me to get the short.
Cheyenne Plasky. Here he is.
Oh man!
Ooh.
All right.
All the bikes are too small.
That, or the green one up there.
How are you gonna get the green one down? You can pick them out later. Pick them out down.
Good job. The next prize is going to be this HHA sight. Ready?
I could put it on my bow fishing boat. I'm going bow fishing next week. I could use it.
Brody Roth. You, Brody? All right. Cameron. I get to pick one. Levi.
Yeah, you were looking at that.
You pick your brother's name. Shirt for it. All right, you ready? Bear one. She's here. They call her Bear because she plays hockey like a bear. Eddie. X-ring Eddie. There's even an X-ring on there.
Oh my god. Like, that's just the one I just put in.
Got her t-shirt. Cool. Okay, you gotta pick a name. Oh, you can get a shirt if you want. James Cluck. James. Well, we just gave away our first bike here at Bucks and Bulls Archery, and Cheyenne was the winner. And you got anything to say?
Thanks, Dave Body Shop and Bucks and Bulls Archery.
No problem. And remember, we got 3 more bikes to give away, so get in here and shoot. Each time you shoot up to 100 points, you get your name in for a drawing. And about every 3 weeks, we're going to draw for another bike, 3 more bikes, free of charge. Thanks, Dave. All right, good job, buddy.
Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point is now under new ownership and has a new location. Stop down to 3272 Church Street and meet the new owner, Gary Hintz. His fully stocked pro shop carries Matthews, Hoyt, and many more products to serve all your needs. They also do all repairs for any style and full customizations. Leagues and lessons will begin soon, so stop in today and check out what's new, because we're confident that we can get you from in here to out there. Bucks and Bulls Archery, Stevens Point, Wisconsin.
Real Deal Mineral. Deer eat it gone.
Real Deal Mineral is the real deal. Other minerals on the market contain up to 70% salt. Real Deal has less than 7% salt and more of the minerals deer need to grow bigger horns. And bigger horns mean bigger trophies.
I tried Real Deal Mineral for the first time and I had over 1,000 pictures on my trail cameras in less than a week.
Real Deal Mineral.
Available here at Bucks and Bulls Archery, Stevens Point, or realdealmineral.com.
Hi, welcome to Frank's Hardware in Stevens Point, Wisconsin.
Proud to be family owned and operated since the 1940s. Conveniently located on Highway 10, Frank's Hardware has all your general hardware needs, and we specialize in a wide variety of products, meaning all of your paint, lawn and garden, plumbing, electrical, and many more of those household needs. Not only do we have a new one,
but we can show you how to fix what you already have. Did you know Frank's Hardware also offers a wide variety of services?
so stop on down to Frank's Hardware today. We don't just have great products,
but we have great service.
Big or small, Dave's Body Shop does it all. If you want professional quality body and repair work, Dave is definitely your guy. All insurance work is welcome.
Hi, I'm Dave from Dave's Body Shop in Stevens Point. The guys down in Allen's got this ambulance and they wanted it fixed. They went to a couple body shops and every body shop wanted an arm and a leg. The guy says, hey, I just want a price I can live with. So I gave him a price they could live with.
So next time you need a job done right, head down to 825 Park Street in Stevens Point to
Dave's Body Shop, a place that you're always welcome.
Hey guys, welcome to this week's lesson segment on Weekly Outdoor Plus. Jase Hintz here with you again. And as I promised about 2 weeks ago, we're going to go over the group tuning this week. So right now, I'm going to be shooting 60 yards. You can see the little yellow target way down there. And all I'm doing basically is I'm going to shoot all 5 of my arrows and see how they group. Once I get my first group down, what I'm doing is I'm going to start moving my weight on my bow, up or down. Basically, it'll be like 1 pound to 2 pounds at a time to see what'll get my groups to get tighter. All this is doing is basically testing the spine of your arrow, and it's going to be, I already got my arrows that I think are perfect for my bow. So all I got to do is just adjust my weight, try to get the perfect flex out of them to get the smallest, tightest group possible. So I'll show you guys how I'm going to do this right now. I'm going to fling my first 5 arrows, and I'll probably do it about 3 or 4 times just to adjust, obviously your first movement. If it gets smaller, you might want to try it again and see if you can get it a little bit smaller even. Otherwise it'll start going backwards again. So you just got to kind of remember where your weight is at when you're actually having your tightest group, so you can go back to what that was and leave it there for the rest of the season. So I'm going to try my outdoor stuff here and see how it goes. Alright, so this is one of my groups here. As you can tell, it's not that bad. I'm not worried about hitting the paper or not hitting the paper. Like, I could move my sight obviously, but you don't want to move your sight while you're doing this, because obviously your groups aren't going to be consistent actually, or they're not going to count for how consistent you're shooting. It's going to be more you moving your sight and your arrows moving to where you're moving your sight. But this is, size of a softball. I can fit my hands around it, not too bad. I know I can definitely shoot it tighter. So I'm going to try, right now I'm going to take my pounds off of my bow actually, just because I think that would be more of the way that I need for my arrows. So I'm going to take, 2 pounds off and I'm going to shoot again. Hopefully I can get a little bit tighter. And again, I'll probably move my sight just so I can hit where I'm aiming, but I'm not going to worry about exactly where I'm hitting, because again, it doesn't matter at all. That's why you just shoot I aim at the middle every single time, and if they all hit here, that's okay. It doesn't matter where I'm hitting. I'm just trying to get the tightest group possible right now. So we'll go back, we'll try it again and see if we can get a little bit tighter by taking off 2 pounds.
Okay, so I got back, I turned my bow down 2 turns basically on my limb bolt. So you're looking at, you know, anywhere between 1 pound to 3 pounds depending what kind of bow you got and what your bow's set at. But I'm assuming it's gonna be about 2 pounds. So I'm gonna shoot and see if my group's getting any tighter or not. And if it gets worse, obviously I'm gonna go back and add weight. And if it doesn't, I'm just gonna, if it gets better, I'll try dropping a little bit more to see if I can get it even more tight. So we'll shoot 5 more here, see how it goes. All right, as you can see, my group got a little bit worse actually from taking the weight off. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add on 2 pounds from where I originally started. So it's gonna be basically 4 turns on my limbs up in weight. And I'm gonna see if I can get it a little bit tighter. If not, I'm gonna go back to the original one and leave it where it was. But it got a little bit worse when I went down. So that means my arrows are probably over-spined right now, a little bit too stiff for what my setup actually. So I'm gonna take it out and I'm gonna shoot again and I'm gonna see where I'm at after I add the weight back on and see if I can get a nice tight group. All right, so I added the 4 pounds back onto my bow, and now we're gonna go and we're gonna shoot again and see how it works out, and hopefully my group will get tighter actually. And then if it does, obviously I can play more later and just add more weight and see if it'll help. If not, go back down some more. And you just kind of go back and forth until you get that nice tight pattern that you're looking for. But obviously going lighter did not help me, so I'm gonna try adding more weight on and seeing how that tightens up my group as well. Maybe my arrows are a little overspined, a little too stiff for taking weight off. So now if I add more on, it might actually make them more flexible basically and make it actually a tighter group. So we'll shoot 5 more, see how it goes, and then yeah, see, you know, hopefully it gets better. Well, as you can see, I added the pounds, I put it back to where I originally started, and I added 2 more pounds onto my bow actually. And as you can see, it got a lot tighter. So you can tell I'm starting to get into the spine of the arrows where I really want them to be. So what I'm gonna do, you know, after this is done is I'm gonna go and I'm gonna actually add 2 more pounds again and see if I can get it even more tight or, you know, more forgiving basically, get more consistent. But as of right now, I'm really happy with how my group looks. I mean, I went from basically 2 hands down to 1 hand, which is pretty solid. So I'm gonna again try, you know, it's always fun to play with this kind of stuff, shoot all your arrows into it and see if you can get them tighter or not. So as you guys noticed, I mean, basically it's just adding and dropping weight and seeing, you know, not worrying about really where you hit, but how tight your group is. As you can see, I'm still hitting to the left like I have been from the beginning. And do I care? No, I can move my sight. It's not that hard. It's just the fact of I'm trying to see how tight my group can be. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna go and I'm gonna do it by myself here, and I'm just gonna try to get it more tight, and if not, whatever. I'm really happy with that. I mean, at 60 yards, that's pretty exciting. So I'm gonna do that, and yeah, if you guys got any questions about how we are doing this, or if you have any questions on, you know, how to make it better for yourself or where you can shoot this kind of long range indoors type deal, just give us a call at Bucks and Bulls or stop in and ask us or hang out with us, and we're more than happy to share our knowledge or whatever we, you know, pretend like we know or anything like that. So again, feel free, give us a call, check us out on Facebook or check us out on YouTube. You can rewatch all these episodes, and hopefully it'll help you out in the long run, and hopefully I'll see you out there on the course. But otherwise, have a good week.
All right, now it's time for one of our more exciting segments here on Weekly Outdoor Plus. It's where we get to keep our fans connected with the show. Don't forget, you can send in your pictures to weeklyoutdoorplus@live.com or link them up to us on Facebook to get in this segment of our show each week, as Sopa Cellular makes it extremely easy for you to capture these photos and then send and share them around effortlessly. Our first picture this week comes from Shaz after having a great day out shed hunting. And next we have Austin Stankowski, who also had a good find out shed hunting this spring. Next up, we have 3-year-old Isaac practicing his archery skills at Bucks and Bulls Archery. And here's Lucas Malik with his monster walleye. And here's Johnny, who got this Robin Hood shooting in the range one day. Next up, we have our good friend Eric, who also caught himself a monster walleye. This next one comes from Drake Jarowski, showing us his Hoyt project that he put together for school to teach his classmates about Hoyt archery. And our last one this week comes from Mike Kobach, who arrowed this gator with his Creed on a night airboat hunt in Florida. So stop on down to Sopa Cellular today and check out all their great deals, and stay tuned for more Weekly Outdoor Plus action. Looking for a fun, state-of-the-art facility to shoot your bow this winter? Blackhawk Archers in Polonia, Wisconsin wants you to join their club. Located just 15 minutes east of Stevens Point on County Road Z, Blackhawk Archers has a heated indoor range for both 3D and spot target shooters. Leagues will be forming soon, and they also will have open shoots for the public this winter. Check out blackhawkarchers.net to stay up to date and for more information. Or stop into Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point for membership forms. We'll see you there.
Before experiencing it, you won't know dependability. Unless you've drawn it, you haven't felt smooth. Until you shoot it, you've yet to be this accurate. The Matthews Creed.
Available at Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point, Wisconsin.
Hi, welcome to Frank's Hardware in Stevens Point, Wisconsin.
Proud to be family owned and operated since the 1940s. Conveniently located on Highway 10, Frank's Hardware has all your general hardware needs, and we specialize in a wide variety of products, meaning all of your paint, lawn and garden, plumbing, electrical, and many more of those household needs. Not only do we have a new one,
but we can show you how to fix what you already have. Did you know Frank's Hardware also offers a wide variety of services?
So stop on down to Frank's Hardware today. We don't just have great products,
but we have great service.
You gotta like this, park your truck at your lease, get out and find a rub on a telephone pole. You know there's big deer in the area when they're rubbing their antlers on telephone poles. This telephone pole's rubbed on both sides, there's a scrape on the ground. You can tell it's been rubbed a lot for probably a couple different deer more than one time. And it's kind of fresh. There's a lot of the shavings from the telephone pole are laying on the ground around it, so it was definitely from last fall.
Hey Gary.
Hey Paul.
How you doing?
Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. So I got a plat book and a little aerial map of where we're going to be going today. We're just a little south of Ontario in section 9 and 10, which has about 4 different parcels in there. And although things have changed a little bit, the aerial is going to tell us a little bit more that, let me spin that around, that we'll be going up across the pasture up into the wooded area. There'll be a switchback up in there, and then we'll travel back up into the backside of this property where it's probably the best part of sign that goes into here.
Is this the Kickapoo River here?
That's the Kickapoo River that runs right
in here.
Yeah, right, exactly.
How do we enter this?
So there's a farm that we're going to be going on Dobbs Valley Road over here that'll get us right into this area. Some really exciting area, nice bluffs, nice ridgetop hunting, and then the overlook on the backside to the Kickapoo River.
We'll check it out for deer sign.
Perfect. Sounds good.
All right.
All right.
All right.
These deer, as they navigate their way up to the top of these bluffs, it's like they're looks like a pinch point that the deer would come up from that ravine down there and travel up and then probably continue up for the top. So,
is it flat on top there?
Well, yeah. It before it goes down the other side. But the deer don't travel the corridor too much. Maybe in the wintertime they do. You know, to me, this is prime right here where it slopes back down to something that's navigable that you can get down into. You know. We're over on the westerly edge. We've probably come up about 700-800 feet in elevation to this particular point, and you can see the way that the bluffs go down. It really makes it inaccessible for almost any other direction that you've decided if anybody else was going to hunt this area.
Is this fence line this one we're looking at?
That's correct. This fence line now.
How far away from this corner?
We are right in this exact corner right here.
That's where we're at.
So I'm sure if we went over the bluff there, we'd probably be able to see the adjoining farm. But this is where we are in the topographical map.
We're up here high enough to get a nosebleed.
It is.
This is high.
Well, welcome to God's country, and
beautiful.
This is the land of the big bucks. This is why they're here.
Beautiful scenery.
It is. Fall time here is just gorgeous.
Well, let me tell you a little bit about the weekend. I started out on Friday, went to Cass County, Illinois, looked at a new lease. Then I went to Fulton County, Illinois, put up 2 stands on a new lease, looked at my old lease, just did a little scouting now. Now I'm on my way back to central Wisconsin. I'm in Vernon County, Illinois, or Vernon County, Wisconsin. And we just found this dead buck here. And we're on property. I'm here with a friend of mine, Paul, and we're looking at a property that's for lease. We're just going to decide if we're going to lease it or not. But like what I was getting at before is the best time of year to do this stuff is like now, like in April when it's nice outside. It's a beautiful day, 50 degrees, 60 degrees, no bugs. Snow's just gone now where you can maybe find some sheds or dead deer or whatever. And if you wait till a week before deer season to look for a place to hunt, you're probably not going to find one. You got to do it now and secure your hunting spots for the fall. And I guess that's pretty much what we're out here doing now.
Big or small, Dave's Body Shop does it all. If you want professional quality body and repair work, Dave is definitely your guy. All insurance work is welcome.
Hi, I'm Dave from Dave's Body Shop in Stevens Point. The guys down in Allen's got this ambulance and they wanted it fixed. They went to a couple body shops and every body shop wanted an arm and a leg. The guy says, hey, I just want a price I can live with. So I gave him a price they could live with.
So next time you need a job done right, head down to 825 Park Street in Stevens Point to
Dave's Body Shop, a place that you're always welcome.
Real Deal Mineral. Deer eat it gone.
Real Deal Mineral is the real deal. Other minerals on the market contain up to 70% salt. Real Deal has less than 7% salt and more of the minerals deer need to grow bigger horns. And bigger horns mean bigger trophies.
I tried Real Deal Mineral for the first time, and I saw bucks on camera I never knew I had.
Real Deal Mineral.
Available here at Bucks and Bulls Archery, Stevens Point, or realdealmineral.com.
Why does your phone work so good here and mine can't even find service?
That's because I went to Sopa Cellular in Plover, Wisconsin.
Sopa Cellular is conveniently located in the village, right next to Menards. Stop in and check out why they have the most affordable unlimited text and data smartphone plans. They offer LG, Samsung, HTC, Motorola, and many other top quality Android market devices. Sopa Cellular has all your accessories for any style of phone, with hundreds to choose from, so they are sure to have the deal you're looking for. Make Sopa Cellular your Element Mobile headquarters and stop down to 1813 Park Avenue in Plover today. Now we end this week's show with some more turkey hunting. Today we're with Mike Gruber and Jordan on last year's hunt. With the 2014 season now underway here in Wisconsin, we are looking forward to more new turkey hunts in the near future here on Weekly Outdoor Plus.
got him. I'm shaking.
You gotta tell me when you shoot him next time. I had him, but...
Well, I didn't want him to run or anything. He was like looking at us.
Well, he was 10 yards. He was just struggling for the decoys.
Oh my god, I'm shaking really bad now. He's still moving.
Want to go get him?
He's okay, you know.
That's fine. All you gotta do is go grab him.
No, I'm not gonna
go grab him before he gets all full of mud.
No, I'd rather have him full of mud because I don't want him to like bite me or anything. Oh my god, I need my gloves like someone.
Thank you for watching this week's episode of Weekly Outdoor Plus presented by Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point, Wisconsin. Don't forget to check us out online at facebook.com/weeklyoutdoorplus. See you next week.